More people have worked than only with you can just so we can drop our comments in the comment section. Um, trying to see maybe save those comments. Good evening, everybody. You can hear me? Yeah, you. I want to be sure, but I've not even seen anybody's comments. Yeah, and I don't want to join my laptop this night. But the quality will be low. Two persons are here. Okay, you. In Yanulua. Yeah, we are three already. And good evening, Deborah. Thank you. Good evening, Yanu. Good evening, Pentecostal. Yeah, good evening. Okay, so we're four already. Let's wait for one more person before we start. So how was yesterday? While we wait for one more person, so how was yesterday? Can we type that in the comment section? Good evening, Eunice. So can we type that in the comment section? How was yesterday? Did you learn anything? Anything new? Anything? Was anything profound to you? Was anything a reminder to you? Tell yesterday's meeting. Network. So sorry, I'm in Bola. So sorry. Okay. So I think we're five now. We are good to go. So Lord, we say thank you for today's meeting. We say thank you because our eyes are open to see all that you would have us see in this meeting, and everything you want us to learn, everything you would want us to apply, our eyes are open to it, and we're able to use them in the right way In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. So good evening, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Good evening, or thank you for joining. Yeah, I think we have some other persons around today. So today we'll be talking about building your subconscious mind and time management. Time management, because those two things are like really, really important. They are very important. But before then, yesterday we talked about 5 codes of personal greatness, and yesterday I talked about identity framing. I talked about habit mastery. I talked about um fortune fall, and yeah, I talked about anti-fragility. Yeah, anti-fragility. How that anti-fragility means that it's the fact that things are going to go well, the fact that you are going to be purposeful, the fact that you are going to um you're going to have everything together later doesn't mean that everything is going to come out easy. Do you get? I'm coming, please. I want to check something. Okay, so the fact that okay. So the fact that things are supposed to be sweet, yes, Christ has done everything for us. We're supposed to have this and this all together. Yes, we say confessions. I need to adjust this. So we say confession and all those. It doesn't mean that those things are going to be um everything is going to just be soft work in that sense. So that's what we talked about concerning anti-fragility. That sometimes a lot of things will be hard. I do feel like I'm not placing my phone too well because I want it to be a bit balanced so that it doesn't look like half of my hand is showing. Okay, so yeah, this is perfect. So the fact that things are woman who by 20 they're going to be leading 20,000 women, 50,000 women doesn't mean that there won't be some things that would make you feel like things are sort of hard. Things are going to be hard at some point, and you just really, really need to push things through to get to that perfect place for you. So I don't want to waste time on anti-fragility. Um, be somebody of greatness in that sense. There are some habits you have to master. The way I'm talking to you guys now, whether we like it or not, I'm improving my communication skills because every day when I'm holding this meeting, I'm trying to think of how best can you guys, how best can I communicate with you guys? Do you get? So I'm getting better at communication skills. So it won't be that I would be called one day to speak at a big event and that will be my first time talking. Do you get? So it means that I'm also like mastering it this way. This is not like my first time, it's not my second time, it's not going to be my time. So I need to keep doing it and doing it and doing it for other better things I would have to do that would involve me communicating. So aside personal, so I think my network is acting up, but it's fine. So aside from 5 codes of personal greatness, I also talk about purpose. How that purpose is the core of our life, like the core of our life. And I talked about how that if you actually want to get clarity concerning purpose, make sure you pray about it because God has all the answers. But alongside praying about it too, does it still mean that purpose is one thing? There are a lot of doings, like purpose is being rather than doing, but a lot of doings that will lead you to that being in itself. So you can't say that you want to be somebody so knowledgeable and you're just sitting down there. You have to do some things. Do you get? So there are a lot of things that comes under it, and the fact that God is leading you to, for example, now God is leading me to relationship. It doesn't mean that I can't own a business. It doesn't mean that I can't make impact in other areas of life. I can also be a barista, be a businesswoman, own a brand, and do a lot of things. Do you get? So that's like the summary of what we talked about yesterday. So you can, I may not get to repeat some of these things, and that's why I'm trying to make every of this session recorded for everybody. So it doesn't mean like colorful man, I missed this one and I won't be able to catch up. That's why the YouTube channel is there. And once again, I'm still apologizing. I've still not called some persons. And the reason is because because the times they are free, I am always having a program at that time. So I'll try my best possible to reach out to other persons tomorrow afternoon. So hopefully everybody will be free in the afternoon, which I seriously doubt because a lot of us are going for classes, workplace, and everything. But I'm definitely going to reach out to everybody, whether before or after. So yes, today's meeting we'll be talking about. So I think what we're talking about, like I sent it to the group page yesterday before I mentioned, and I'll say it again this night. So can someone or two persons type it in the comment section? Wow, I think I blocked somebody's comment mistakenly. Sorry, I'm just saying that now. I don't even know how to do that. I did that. I didn't know. I'm coming, please. Wow, I don't know how to unlock it. I'm really sorry, Deborah. I think it was blocked for 5 minutes. That was my mistake. I'm coming, please. Trying to put user in time. I just hope this thing unblocks Deborah's comments for after 5 minutes. I'm really sorry, Deborah. I don't know how to unlock back. Oh, that was my mistake. So sorry. So yes. Oh, okay. You can type. Okay, thank you. I can see your comment. So yeah, I said we should type in today's meeting topic. So what are we going to be discussing tonight? So I need us to type it in. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for us. If you are ready, type it in. I'm sure if I go to the WhatsApp page, check. Let me check again. You cannot go for colorful man and typing it in now. Six of us are just here. We are eating rice. Some people are eating bread. I try like colorful man just keep talking. I'll listen later. So I'm waiting for us to, because that's how I know that we are here. I'm not just talking. Waiting. So while we're waiting for those that will type it in too. We're ready for tonight's meeting. Let me in the comment section. It's like we're just going to stay and be looking at each other because I can see 5 persons here that are in the meeting and nobody's answering. 7 persons now, nobody's answering. Hey, thank you so much, Yanu. Building your subconscious mind and time management. Building your subconscious mind and time management. So that is what we're discussing tonight, talking about building your subconscious mind and time management. So I don't know if it is just me, but there are times that all of a sudden I'm thinking about something in my head and I'm talking to someone. You know that moment where you're talking to someone and you're saying something else entirely, but you just by mistake you are saying what is in your head. Person is talking about bag. You're just like, do you bring beans? You're thinking about something in your head and it just happens. So most of the time actually, whatever we say out or how we act out, it's built in our subconscious mind already. And everybody, it is not like some persons act this way or something. Majority of us, that is the way we act. We are always acting out of our subconscious mind. So every time you are supposed to be so conscious of what you feed yourself, because with time your mind keeps taking it in and you would react with whatever you like, should I say, installed in your head about building your conscious mind tonight. So the first quote I have here is, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you believe. So system, what do you believe in? So I know that majority of us that joined this program, we are Christians. So everybody, or let me just say, because I've not met everybody personally, but at least I know that 80% of us or 90% of us believe that, okay, Christ died. And whether you like it or not, the fact that you believe that Christ died for every one of us, it is it's going to like build your expectation to things, how you feel about everything around you. Do you get that? So that's the same way it is. So you manifest what you believe in. So what you always have to be careful of whatever you're going to believe in. You're going to believe in the good or the bad or something. So, and that is why I post out confessions and I try to read my confessions every morning. Because I realized that there are times that that particular confession page is what is like, is what depicts my day. It's what summarizes my day. For example, let's say I'm reading about prosperity, and maybe that's the day I'll be like, like I'm out on cash, that kind of thing. And after I'm like, no, I just remember my confession and I just say it immediately, like, money comes in, that kind of thing and all. So because it is what I fed myself with before the start of the day. So we are 3 now out of 20. Okay. So yes, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you believe. Then this other this other quote says that, I'm coming, beliefs are spiritual and can stand in your way. So everything you believe is spiritual. So I don't know if we have heard of this thing. I've seen people write things online. They're like, the universe would help you achieve so thing. I pray the universe supports you or something. And sometimes I'm like, the universe. Okay, yes, people say that the universe, and yes, we believe in Christ in that sense and all. But the truth is, to my own understanding, what I feel about that universe is, do you know that there are actually people that are moralists? They just say, okay, let's just do the right thing. And everything they believe comes to pass, not because they are going to church, not because they are praying, but just their belief. So if you actually believe that everything you want to see this year, everything you want to do this year, the universe will support you. To be very honest, like, and you're not even doing any other thing, you just believe so strong. You would say that you're going out and somebody is saying, also you need to also think it is just happening. It means that your belief system determines a whole lot, like a whole lot. Whether or not you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or you're an herbalist, your belief system like determines a whole lot. So beliefs are spiritual and they can stand in your way. So yes, don't allow your beliefs stand in your way, because most of the time, like I said earlier, I've explained it, that because our beliefs are spiritual, whatever you believe in is what would happen. So make sure you feed yourself with the right things. So yeah, so concerning our believing concerning building our subconscious mind too. Like I said earlier, that you should feed yourself with positive things. Feed yourself with, yesterday I talked about how that you should feed yourself with good materials, messages and everything. Not, it might not be compulsorily like church messages every time. There are, for example, people like Sarah Jakes now, you would see that aside from, they obviously she would bring out messages from the Bible and all, but she would also share with you life issues that you can learn from as a woman, and that is like our whole ministry, women ministry basically. So you'd also be able to like learn from her. So in that sense, so I also wrote something down here that it is what you see yourself as that you would exhibit. Same thing as belief, like what you believe is what will happen. Then also the fact that while you are building your belief system, you have to believe that you can grow no matter how small you are. Maybe you are 10, you are 15, you are 16, no matter the age you are in. You have to believe that you can grow no matter the age. Like I mentioned yesterday, it now feels like everything I'm saying is intertwine, or I don't even need to say so much about today's meeting. Because I was talking about how one of my predates spoke at TEDx OAU, and she made a video of when she started debating in school. So imagine when they invited her for the TEDx OAU, she's like, I know, people I watch online, they are these big persons, they are professors, they are doctors, and all those. I can't speak because I'm too young. I know what I'm supposed to say, but I can't speak there. It's not a platform for me. She wouldn't have gotten that platform she got in, like she got that period, sorry, that gave her that publicity. Like everybody, like I was just seeing everybody like Tolu spoke at TEDx, so blah blah blah. And I was like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. No. If she had like said, okay, well, this opportunity is not for a it's not for someone like me. That is the way it is. So then also, okay, so another quote that your subconscious mind is a powerful and mysterious force which can either hold you back or help you move forward. With its cooperation, your best goals go unrealized. With its help, you are unbeatable. Actually, like with your like you would actually meet up with your goals. When you see those things as unachievable, like it just feels like every day it's getting harder and harder under anti-fragility. But this one now is you feeding your mind with positive things. Even when it seems like you are still being positive, that things would work out for your good. So I'll just run through the rest before we move into time management. So there's also this quote I wrote down concerning building down your subconscious mind. Let positivity be your lifestyle and let it flow through your blood. Let like everything you are saying, let it be positive. Like everything. I've tried to like inculcate this too sometimes. So that's when I'll say, you're stupid. I'll be like, you're not stupid in Jesus' name. Whenever I remember like that, because I'm like, little words we say, that is what builds a lot of things that we are doing presently and how we would relate to all other things in life. So lastly, if you are going to experience higher possibilities, there are things you believe today that you have to break out from. Most times your belief puts a break on your next level. Like I so much agree with, let me repeat myself, sorry. If you are going to experience higher possibilities, there are things you believe today that you have to break out from. Most times, your belief puts a break on your next level. Like I said earlier, I feel like everything looks like a repetition, but I just like want us to like place them, put that emphasis on our subconscious mind. The fact that if you believe that this, I'm going to like do this and this and this, and you actually put your mind to it, and you put your mind to it, and you put your mind and you're working towards it. Because some persons will just reading confession and you're not working towards it. Imagine saying confessing what's like I posted a confession I think 2 days ago that my brand I think this is what today. My I think my brand grows in credibility or something. And you are not like doing anything. Even if there's also something we call personal brand, which deals with like you yourself, like what do people see when they see you, that kind of energy. But you're not working towards anything, you're saying your brand, or you're saying my association is blah blah blah, and you practically don't even talk to anybody. Do you get? So when you actually put your mind to those things and you're working towards beliefs are like they are like how do I put it? It's like a tower you're building around you. Your belief, like what you believe in, what you're saying, your mindset. If you still see yourself as okay, this is where I'm going to stay. That is where it's like that is practically where your beliefs will also be. Then also, this is where I want everybody to pay attention if you have not been listening since. So concerning beliefs, so our beliefs, if you would agree with me, it comes from some of us the beliefs we still carry today. It comes from our childhood experience, like our past. I think I wrote something about our past here. I would like to share with everyone. I'm not sure I can remember the exact part I wrote it. Okay, yes. Your mind builds on your past experiences and builds a body of knowledge around it. So most times the experiences you have had in the past, whether while growing or while just while growing basically, it adds to how you are going to see the future. And truth is you have to break out of it. I mentioned yesterday that like all through my life, most of things I'm doing like I told them, oh yeah, come and teach me this some of the time. So yes, there were times I tell people, okay, teach me this thing, I need to learn this thing. But throughout my life, I did not exactly have my parents calling me, okay, Motu, this is how to wash. Motu, this is how to kinifon. Motu, this is how to. I never really had some. Or Motu, when life is this, you this. I just never really like. My parents were just these people that believe that okay, you're going to school. I provided everything you need, that kind of thing. But I started watching from like, so this person can do this thing. Okay, it's a good thing. I need to learn. So I start to watch them and do these things. I'm like, okay, like some of the lessons I've learned about life was not like somebody called me and like, so this is it. Though yes, I things I'm like, okay, my if my parents can do it this way, then I can do it this, I can make it better and that kind of thing. But they were not this kind of persons that would call you and sit you and say, this is how it will be, this is how you should do life or something. It's only people when you do something, I'm like, okay, I thought you are supposed to know that you're supposed to do it this way. That kind of energy. So I had to like just build myself through that process. So my point is that everybody has one or two past or experience that they have had, either with parents, either with your friends. Everybody has had, like everybody just has something that is building their mentality. That's why you're talking to your friend and you're like, I thought you're supposed to understand, but the person does not even understand because the experiences you guys have had, the experiences the person had while growing up, that's when you would expect that a friend should give you a particular energy, or you are placing your life in the person's life on 100, whereas the person is seeing you on a 10, like this is where you are. You're not in this place because of the person's ideology, because of the person's belief, what the person is feeding on in that sense. So you also need to understand that. So your belief and your past experiences, don't allow them mold your future. Don't allow them mold what you are supposed to be. Yes, the past might have been so rough, but once you believe that things can actually get better with time, actually, it wasn't like I learned everything in a day, to be very honest. It wasn't like it was in a day I learned everything. But with time, it got better because I believed that those things were going to get better. Sure, you get. So that will be all for building your subconscious mind. So let's just move into time management. Time management, and this is where I would want everybody to pay attention because most times everything you are going to do is going to involve time. If you are going to be a purposeful person, if you are going to achieve a lot, you're going to learn so much. Purpose is like what I put it, time management is very important, like very important. So so people say time is money, but I would say that time is life. Once you waste your time, you're wasting your life. Like it sounds sort of insulting, but that's like the best way to put it. So once you're wasting your time and you're like, I'm wasting my life. Because the truth is, the time you have wasted cannot come back again. For example, this time that we are talking to each other, then this is 10:30. Today's date is 3rd of November. Once it is 10:31, 10:30 cannot come back again. So you just really need to manage your time and know how to like do those things. So once you see the truth is, I also forget that too. If you actually remember every time that time management is life management, once you remember actually to give you that consciousness of doing things better, managing your time, or even sometimes you be tired, but when you remember that Mutumi, you're actually wasting you're wasting time. Do you know what that means? And also time management is life management basically. So take your time serious. Time is very valuable for somebody that wants to build purpose in life. You really need to know how to manage your time. Like every time counts. Don't just be, for example, now for my church leadership, I know like time is like a very serious thing. Like because the truth is, as a leader, you are doing a lot of things. So if you are not like tracking your time, you will just find out that you are just getting tired and because there's activities like Monday to Sunday. The only day you practically have is maybe Wednesdays to rest, and you still have to always show up. You have to always show up on time. If you don't show up on time, it's another thing, and there's still school. So you just have to balance everything. So if you don't track your time, if you don't set goals for the day, you just realize that every day it's always tiring. So yes. So time management is also relationship management. Time management is also relationship management. If you can't manage your time, actually, you won't be able to build quality relationships. You won't be able to build quality relationships because the truth is, time affects everything in life, both relationship, both your finances and everything. It's just normal convincing that I want my journal delivered 2 a.m. Not 2 a.m. sha, but let's just say 2 a.m. 2 a.m. on Sunday, and I'm delivering, let's say, by 5 p.m. on Sunday. That way, I've spoiled that relationship, number one. Number two, the business, like the person has not paid me for, the person might never get to pay me. That's if I don't collect money before rendering the service. So that's like it. So time management is relationship management. So times where you're wasting your time, it's just like you're wasting some relationships in that sense, depending on the scenario. So also there are do with your time. You can either spend your time, invest your time, or waste your time. You can either spend your time, invest your time, or waste your time. And the best thing to do is to invest your time in doing quality things. So this is not me saying that maybe you should not rest or something. Trust me, there are days that I don't even just want to do anything. I just sleep up throughout the day. There are days that ah, I'm just like Motu. You get there are days that I am busy throughout the day, like I'm just trying to like, okay, how can I make the day better? How can I make the day better? So for me, I think what has worked for me over time is every day I'm always thinking about how to make that day better. I may not do so much, but before I sleep, I try to, okay, what is that valuable thing I can do today? Even if it's something of 2 minutes, I try to like do it just to make that day count because I know fully well that that day can't come again. So if you are still here, can you just type something meaningful in the comment section? I don't know. I don't know. Tell everybody to type. If you are still here, say I am here in the comment section. If you are still here, let me see your comments. So we still here. We still okay. I am here, Deborah. Thank you. Okay, right on, madam. Thank you. 100% here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you can either spend your time, invest your time, or waste your time. But now, as a purposeful person too, yeah, thank you so much, Ore. So as a purposeful person too, you also need to realize that, sorry, realize that we all have a prime time. We all have a prime time. The truth is, like I said earlier, the days I just want to sleep, I don't want to do anything. So there are still days that even when I feel that way, I just know that there are responsibilities I have to carry. But because there's some okay in school now, there's something we call smart work. Because you know that you have to just achieve some things as a person, you need to know your prime time. You need to know the time that works for you the most. I think I even mentioned this instead. I said we're going to talk about it today. So your prime time is that time where you can achieve in the comment section. For me, immediately I wake up in the morning, most times I wake up around 6 or maybe after 6 or something. But once I wake an hour, 2 hours after that time, I'm like very active and I can put in so much to whatever I'm doing at that moment. At night, if my day was not so stressful, let's say around 6 to 9, and sometimes it can be 6 to 12, prime time. When are you like most productive? When are you most productive? What's your prime time? Can you type it in? Your prime time, your prime time. I'm waiting for our prime time. So why are we typing our prime time? So your prime time is also for planning and premium results. So if you really, really want to get a lot of results, you need to leverage on your prime time. You need to leverage on your prime time because you won't always feel like doing some things every time. It's not every time I'll feel like preparing for a program. It's not every time I'll feel like writing a book. Like, no. But during my prime time, I can think so well. I can, okay, anytime from 4 a.m. Yes, Iyani is actually really correct because she sent Monday, she has a blog, it's at night. The brother says at night, yeah. Iyanu sends she has a blog that she sends, I think it should be around 6 a.m. And I'm like, like, actually, but I thought of it, I'm like, actually, anybody that also has a prime time of that period would get to read our blog, like, be a blog, sorry. Immediately the person wakes up, like, you're seeing this person, like, if it's a topic that interests you, like, let me go and read, let me go and read. And the person is reading. And most people go to their phone when they wake up, like someone was saying in my house, said that phone is already a part of everybody's life. Yeah, just so when you wake up like this, just be sincere. Some of us we do our devotions on our phone. The first thing you're looking for is your phone to check. And sometimes some persons check messages before they even do their devotion. So that is like that. So I'm always like she sends it every 6 a.m. I think Mondays. Mama Yana, am I correct? Because I know I'm always seeing it very early in the morning. Like sometimes they've gone. Is it 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Safe? Sometimes they've gone. Everywhere will still be dark. I'm like, this one has sent us um BC concerning our blog and all those. So I agree with her own. Kuti is saying 12 a.m. Wow, you can work to 5 a.m. or more. Okay, Yano says early as. Okay, Oroluwa is saying my prime time is at night to midnight. Wow, wow. Okay, sometimes 5 a.m. Okay, say yes, madam. Sometimes 5 a.m. Yeah. So that's like your prime time. So why should you manage your time? To be very honest, yes, it's hard to manage your time, but there are reasons why you should manage your time. Like I said earlier, time management is life management. Time management is relationship management. So that's like one of the reasons why you should manage your time. And time um is a perishable thing. Like I said earlier, that once this time is gone already, you can't get it back. You can't get it back. So that's like that. Then another reason why you should manage your time is because once you manage your time well, there'll be high level of productivity for you. Like I said that when you leverage on your prime time, you achieve more, you achieve a whole lot of things. Okay. So how will you like be able to manage your time very well? So if you have not been paying attention before, this is where I want you to pay attention. Establish your priority. Okay, so I'm back. Okay. Um Yeah, I said establish your priorities. Know what is important, know what is urgent, know how to like put things together. If there's anything I'm still pained that I didn't learn all through my year one to year four was establishing priorities. There were some things that were not priorities, not because they were not important, but I would have just like let it go and just face the important things. Well, shall like this one too. Some things were urgent, some things were not important, some things were unimportant and urgent. Do you get? So that way to like if I was able to like separate those things and know that okay, at this point this one is urgent, this one is important and all, maybe some things would have been better, but that is gone already. So also another thing that can help you have effective time management is create time for realistic scheduling. So now some persons want to achieve a lot, but In your time, you are 24 hours, everything is full. There's no time for break. That is not realistic because you will get tired. And even if you do it for a day, in a week, you are going to break down. So be realistic with your timing. What do you know can work best during your prime time? Is it that you'll be able to read 4 hours during your prime time? Then maybe during the day you are doing something that is urgent but not important. Be realistic with your times, like with your time management setting, like be very, very realistic. Don't do follow. Don't say because your friend is doing it at this time, this is when you should do it. There are cases like that that you want to do it when that person, maybe because the person would be of help to you. Do you get? So that way too. Then so I feel like I already feel like reducing some things because of time. Well, I said 10 to 12 anyways. Or I'm maybe because maybe it's just my age. So how to like start time management? Start by assessing how you are currently. For example, for me now, for like 3 to 4 weeks now, I've not exactly taken a break per se. So today I have to take a break from classes and everything. I have to just in my hostel to arrange things that were making my room look somehow like look awkward. I have to do those things and I was able to sleep. My head has been aching due to back-to-back stress and all those. So check where you are currently. What is not allowing you achieve so much results? Where are you like, okay, this what exactly do you need to do? Write them down, list it out. Because if you want to be purposeful, actually, you really need to know all these things. Write them down, list it out, know what you're supposed to do at that point. Then also define and prioritize your goals. I think I mentioned that earlier. Then allow 3 to 6 months to establish your time management. So people say that um you are able to build an habit, yes, during your first 21 days. I think when I attended Femi's Summit program, it was like sometimes actually after another 21 days, you are certain that okay, you have grown. But then um over time, like when I took my certification course, we were told that sometimes some of us actually need 3 good months to 6 months to be able to build an habit. Can you see like it's that deep? So consistency is like continuous, like you're not supposed to take a break like okay after 21 days, I've gone for 21 days, let me take a day break and all. Though I know that it's hard, it's a lot of work, but over time actually you'll be able to build that culture. And for me, I think what has worked for me is once I'm not meeting up day one, day two, I want to pick it up again. If I don't meet up day three again, day four, I'm picking it up again. Because once I leave it day three, day four, I may not be able to go back to it again. So the fact that day two, day three is not working out does not mean that day five and day six will not work out. So just know how things work for you and prioritize. So always review your plan for the week. My roommate and I were still talking about how that we have to like write out things we have to do. I know because most times you just end up procrastinating because you have not written it down or maybe you didn't type it on your phone. Going to be in your phone on your phone, sorry. Or let's say you are going to type it in maybe whatever notes you use online, or you're going to use a note or something. You can get a very small, there's this small jotter that they do now, very, very small that can enter into any small bag. Can get that. I know of someone that takes that particular jotter all around just to like follow up on a daily activity. So you can also, sorry, excuse me, you can also do that too, alongside prioritizing. Then also review your plan weekly. I don't do this actually, sha. I don't do this, but I know I do it for daily. Like if I write down everything I want to do, what I just do is when I write down, okay, I want to do number one to number 10. If I stop at number five, the next day, I'll just pick it up from there. If I don't have anything that is important and urgent for the next day. So if you list out 20 things you want to do and you stop at number 10, when you are reviewing it at the end of the day or maybe at the end of the week, whichever one you have, maybe you do it weekly or daily, you can start from number 6 So that is what reviewing your daily this thing is, because you are reviewing it, you're able to see that, oh, I left out number one, number two, number three. So so now the ABCD of prioritizing. So now this is the best way to prioritize. So number one, we have important and urgent matters. So if you want to, this is how you should plan. We have important and urgent matters. We have important and not urgent matters. We now have unimportant and urgent matters, and we have unimportant and not urgent matters. Let me repeat myself. Okay, she said the fourth point is real, ma. Writing it down. Tried it at a point and it really worked. Thank you so much. So let me repeat myself. How to prioritize. Important and urgent matters first. Important and not urgent matters second. Number three, unimportant but urgent. Then unimportant, not urgent matters are supposed to come last. Unimportant, not urgent matters are supposed to come last. So if you get that, please type I got that in the comment section. Please let me know in the comment section. Did anybody get what I said now? Did anybody get it? I said important and urgent matters. Important but not urgent matters. Unimportant but urgent. Then unimportant and not urgent matters. Okay, can you recap please? Okay. Number one, important but urgent. See, just follow it this way. Important and unimportant. That is, we have important and we have unimportant. But now under important, we now have important and urgent. We now have important but not urgent. That's class A. Then class B, we now have unimportant but urgent. Then we have important but not unimportant but not urgent. Do we get that? Okay, she's saying, is it in the alignment of ABC? No, 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 no. Okay, yes, you can put it that way. A is important but urgent. B is important but not urgent. C is unimportant but urgent. Then G is unimportant but not urgent. Yes, you can do it that way. You can do it that way. Like A, B, C, D. Yeah, that's it. Very correct. So you can do it that way. So what this helps you do is, when you are planning for your day, because you are a purposeful person, you are able to put what is important over what is not important. But the truth is, some things do not look important at that moment, but they are urgent. Some things do not look important at that moment, but they are urgent. For example, let's say my classmate has a party, and as a leader in church, I have to be in church by 7. The truth is, the church service is important than my classmate's party at that moment. So the first place I should go to is church, because it is important and urgent. So my classmate's party might now come under important but not urgent, because maybe because the person invited me personally, like the colorful woman I want to see at my birthday party, and I'm giving you this special invitation. But as a leader in church, I have to go to church first. That is important and urgent. I also have responsibilities there. Do you get? That's just like an example. So learn to prioritize like through that. So when you are trying to plan and you feel like, okay, it's a bit confusing, like which one am I supposed to do first? Just classify them under this ABCD of prioritizing. Then lastly, how do you manage your time? Like, what are the tips? How can you manage your time? How can you achieve a lot? Learn to say no. Like, learn to say no. It took me time to learn this. It took me time to learn this, but the truth is, once you can say no to some things. Once you can say no to some things, you'd see that all those times that you maybe you are using to gist with some people, or somebody just come, hello, Mutu, I need you to can you help me? I'm not saying that sometimes you would not break rules for them. You would break rules for them, but don't let it be every time. Anytime you just call, you're the only person that they can call every time and say, hello, call woman, please, I need somebody in my hostel now to do this and do this for me. Or you're at home now, just let me pick something. No, don't let it be. You learn to say no. Oh, I am at home, but at the moment I won't be able to. So that way nobody is trying to like spoil your day for you or spoil your plans. Yes, you would break rules for people. Do you get? Because some persons too would break rules for you. But the truth is, it's not like it's every day that and before you know it, the day is gone. Okay, I'm back. So that way you're able to say no. Then approach difficult tasks positively. So when something seems difficult, approach it positively. To be very honest, I think that has worked for me. There were courses that I just felt like, omo, these things are deep, and thank God I'm going back to my notes now. And this is also a reminder to me to tax positively. We already discussed subconscious mind. So once you approach it from that belief that you have that it's going to be simple, trust me, you start getting results from it. It might not be the first time, but consistency. Like when you are consistent with it, consistently. Or is there any word like that? When you get consistent with it, you shall understand what I'm saying. You would you'll be able to achieve those results. Then also learn to delegate. Is there anything I'm going to do this semester? I'm going to delegate a lot because I already have a lot I am doing. So if you have people around you that you know that okay, oh, this person might be less busy to do this, you can delegate some things to the person and say, I'll pay you. Like when I came now, at some point, when me and my roommate were like, I think we could not even arrange until like we were arranging, but it felt like it was getting more scattered. It was that deep. So we have to delegate some things to people and we pay them for it. So because the truth is, at that point, we could not do it because we were still even busy with arranging all of that stuff. And it would have taken us more time. And it was really, we were very sure that we needed time to do some other things. And for me, I needed time to prepare for my meeting. I needed time to do a whole lot of other. So I could not just sit there and be saying, okay, I'm going to do everything. No, let's delegate. It's not every time that you will be doing everything by yourself. No, start learning how to delegate now. Because, for example, most of these people that we look up, most of the celebrities that we look up to, some of them they have maids that work for them, maybe part-time maids or something. Because the truth is, you can't kill yourself. Sometimes a lot of people cook for you. Sometimes you say buy food. It's not every day that you be cooking to save costs. No. Some nights get to your hostel, order food. I don't know if there's ordering food at night here, but I'm just saying, maybe even if it's in the afternoon, you sef spoil yourself. It's not every time that you would carry your omorogun and start turning amala or turning eba when you get to your hostel. Let's delegate some things. Sometimes give your clothes to the dry cleaner. It's not because you are trying to be lazy, but it's just helping your mental health and helping you save time. Do you get? So also be realistic. I've said that earlier that we should be realistic. Then also, let's say for example, you're working for someone or doing some things, you can ask for like an appropriate time. Be true to yourself and ask for the appropriate time to finish a particular task. If you're working under someone now, like there's always a deadline per se. Let's say someone doing a job or something. Sometimes you can also ask for time. Sometimes you might feel like they will not give you time, but you just try at times to ask for maybe an extension or something of time to be able to like carry out your duties. Okay, also prioritize, then create time for self-care. I've said that it's not every time you should go and cook your food. It's not every time that you should be the one washing your clothes. It's not every time that you should be the one running errands for yourself. For example, there's this I don't know if you have heard about Mola Grocery. She sells more of food stuff and all. You don't need to disturb yourself. She sells at market price and delivery fee is 200 naira, depending on your location, sha o. So you just chat her up, tell her whatever you want. If you want your pepper blended, it will be there. If you want it to be a bit rough, it will be there. If you want the egusi to be so way, it will be there. Whichever way you want it, that is the way she will deliver your food stuff to you. No need to be running to the market. Oga shikugba, ogba, you are dragging, you are running after boss. She has done everything for you. If you want meat, she sells. Just send her money and they deliver to your doorstep. You are paying for comfort. It is not every time that you find yourself because as a purposeful person, you will keep getting busy and you really need to delegate. Before, I always want to do everything for myself, but this year I gave up on that. Yes, so there are some services that we can't afford yet. But sometimes, even if you can't afford all other things, you can't say, I'm okay, this person should come and wash my clothes for me or do some things for me. That's not an avenue to get lazy or always dedicate everything. But at least you should be able to maybe throughout the semester, even if you are saving 30 naira a day, which is not realistic anyways for some of us. But let's say even if there's nothing at all and you're saving 30 naira a day, the end of the semester you should be able to at least maybe have saved like 3,000 naira that can get you very nice food and chicken or turkey or something just to spoil yourself because when you keep working every week, every time, there's every tendency that you might break down. I think Mama Yanu now she's a nurse and she understands this thing too that I'm sure she'll come and teach us one of these days. You understand these things that we need rest as humans and our body needs rest. So on this note, I think I've been able to explain and at least I was able to give us a lot of quotes on building our subconscious mind and also about time management, how that some things are important and urgent, some things are important or urgent, some things are unimportant and they're urgent. Why some things are still unimportant and not urgent? How that prioritizing your time involves you saying no to people, involves you doing self-care, involves you delegating to people. How that time management is also life management. Time management is also relationship management. And I also explain how that you can invest your time, spend your time, or waste your time. So I think we have been able to learn something. So if you have learned something or what stood out for you in today's meeting, I know we're just four here, and I want all the four persons to type in the comment section now. So what stood out for you? What did you learn? Okay, yes, so you didn't listen to anything at all. But what was that thing that stood out for you? So can we send that can we write that in the comment section, please? What was that thing that stood out for you? I said I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. Thank you so much. So who else? Awesome. Very awesome. So who else? Okay, we're six already. So if you are just joining us, you're welcome. But but if you were here before too, what did you learn when you were here? Like when you joined us, in case you had network issues, sorry. So I still need like two other comments before we move to the next thing. So who is typing now? Still waiting for two other comments. Is there anything that stood out for you tonight? What stood out for me was establish your priorities. I think that summarizes half of everything said. Yes, establish your priorities. I think learning to say no is something I have to work better on. And the fact that you don't have to do everything yourself. Allow yourself breathe and let your money speak. Oh yeah. And time management. Yes, yes, yes. This is really, really awesome. Thank you so much for sharing this. Yes, yes, yes. That's like very, very awesome. Like that summarizes everything. Like if you really learn how to say no to people, it's taking me to time. But the truth is, people love themselves. So, and if you don't tell them, if you don't show them that you actually really love yourself, they'll just keep using you. Just call you anytime. Can always call Moto anytime now. She's going to answer. Anyway, she will leave the place and come and meet me here. Yes, so we go all out for our friends and family. But don't just allow any person. They just come into your calendar, just call you. Moto, meet me at what happened? Do you get? So learn to say no actually. To save you from a lot of stress. If it's not convenient for you and just know you know within yourself that it's not worth it. Just say no. So yes, 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 yes. So I think this is past 11 already, and I would I would like that we finish tonight's meeting early. So if you have any question at all, like even a question that is not pertaining to what we have spoken about tonight, you can just drop it in the comment section. I would like to answer questions tonight too. Or if you have questions pertaining to what we spoke about. Oh, so sorry about your network, Eunice. Okay. Mama Yan said, knowing that people use people, we should also know better by considering others and not use them too. Yes, that's also very important. If there's anything I've done for myself this year, people that are actually all out for me, to be honest, I make them know that yes, oh, I did for you, my guy. And people that just come and how do I put it? This year was the year I felt like I felt used by people because colorful man, colorful man. Everybody just wants to be around. Not because I really do want people. I want people. I'm a people person. I relate so much to people. But I don't like it when you come into my space and you act like you have been there for ages. Or because now I'm chatting with you and I'm flexible with you, you now feel like it's an opportunity for you to just like ask me anything or just ask my about my personal life or something. Ah, I see it as too like you're too intrusive, that kind of thing. But the truth is, as much as you are trying to sieve out those kind of persons in your life, try to be available for your people and make sure that you're not also using them. You're not also using them. You can even write that things are written down in some books that okay, well, I want to buy so thing for this person. Today now I know that if I make 30 million naira, there are people that I'm going to share part of it for. I already have it in my head. I already know it that this person is. So it is just that way too because in my head I'm like I don't want them to feel give the same energy they are giving me is what I want to give them. Not people that they're not giving me that energy. They just want to come and use you just want to come and use you. So as much as you feel like you don't want people to use you, don't also use others too. Okay, Yan says, yes, so I was there too. I was 100% used by people, but over time I learned to go through and stand my friends well and place everyone where they belong. Yes, placing people where they belong, place them where they belong. Because not everybody is placing you where you place them. Be sure so that so that you don't feel like this person is waiting for me, this person is going to show up for me every time. Whereas you're on a long thing, my dear. So is there any question you have for me? Is there any question? Any question? If you have any question for me, please just send it in so we can answer and call it a night and have our next class tomorrow. So do you have any question for me? Mm, I want to shift it a little bit. still even showing. Yeah, be very sure of your placement in their life. Very, very correct. Very, very correct. So I've not seen any question, but I know we have questions. Or is there anything you feel about this meeting, or are your expectations being met about the meeting, or maybe you saw it like colorful man will be banging the table and shouting, Motu, this is the way life should be. Just type it in the comment section. So if you have any question, let me know. If you have anything about the meeting, let me know now, because we are done for today and I want to call it a night. So I'm still waiting. And if you joined late, so you can also watch the replay. This is why I'm using like now we're live on StreamYard, live on YouTube and all those. This is why I'm using these platforms for us to be able to like check the videos later. Okay, so Deborah is asking a question. She said, so I have a question. Under the subject of saying no, we have some people that are maybe mentors and all that. Okay, so I guess you're still typing. So Deborah, I'm still waiting for the other part of your question. So I don't know if that is what Deborah is saying, but what I want to assume she wants to her full question would be is that so your mentors, should you actually say no to them? So this message this okay, and some of them don't really understand how precious your time can be. How do you let them know that? Okay, how do you let them know that? How do you say no? Sometimes they want you to do something outside your comfort time. Okay. Okay, so I feel like this is like my own present stage. I have people that are more like high authorities in my life or in my place of worship and all those, and they feel like okay, something should be done this way, something should be done that way. And I just some like I just see myself as I'm just doing it just to satisfy them. Like in my head I've left. I'm just counting days like May, come, graduate life. Let me leave all these things. But low key in my head too, this semester I am in school, I'm like there's some things that I'm not going to think about twice. I'll just do those things. When we later see we discussing it, but I'll just like follow my own heart for those kind of things. But my point is, if you have a mentor and let's say the truth is if you have a mentor, there are times they would need you to do things that are outside your comfort zone. But my own question to you will now be how considerate are they? Like is it that other times they still like consider you to do some things? It's not somebody that will come today now, Motu, 50 pages of so thing. Motu, I need you to go to Oja Tuntun, buy mint, buy this one, buy that one. Not considering that I have a class or I have something I'm doing in my life. Day three too, same thing, back to back, like that. You actually need to, as much as they are also buying into your time, there are cases where you would actually tell them that I'm very sorry, sir, I'm not available today. It takes a lot. Yes, it's just like for example now, let's say somebody that we all respect, or let's say a pastor that we all respect is my mentor. The person is always taking out of my own comfort time. The truth is, if I don't have comfort, how will I be able to run other errands? If I don't have peace, if it is always my resting time, you're telling me to do some other things, I would break down one day because I cannot talk that okay or this thing. And sometimes you might not even, if you know the kind of persons, there are some persons, no matter the excuse you give them, they still want to do it and they still want to enforce that thing. You might not even need to even say anything, but you already know for yourself that you are going to do it at your own comfort time. Yes, it might sound disrespectful, but you know, wisdom is applicable. Wisdom is applicable. So most times when you are doing some things like that, when you know that okay, oh, this is your mentor every time, every your comfort time, the person is not always like considerate in that kind of situation. You can tell them you want to have conversations with them, tell them about it. If they see it as, oh, okay, actually, I've been doing this to this person, and they see it and they want to change, fine. But if you see that they are not changing, and you tell them times down number, then it means that you need to prioritize your comfort time over whatever they are going to tell you. You can choose to do it at your own comfort time, because the truth is, as much as they are your mentors, you also have your own life. You have your own life to live. And at the end of the day, you will be the one to account for your time. You will be the one to account for your life. So you get, so that's like basically it's just like having a mentor. And I'm not saying that is what this scenario, but it's just like having a mentor and the person is telling you, okay, so now that you're my mentee, you would always go and still meet in so forth. And you know that you're a good believer, you're a Christian, but you needed maybe a financial maybe mentorship from that person. So would you say that you'd always go to do those things that are bad? You would have to talk at one point or the other, even if, let's say, for example, you started it already. So that's like basically it. You'd have to tell the person at times, no matter how old they are, to be very honest, you just have to tell them, because the truth is sometimes people are using you but they don't know until you tell them. So I think that's for that. So does anybody have any questions for me again? Deborah, did I answer your question? Thank you so much, Ian, for that comment. Brother, answer your question. Okay, thank you. So I think I was able to address that no matter how no matter how big the person is, the truth is you still have to carry out your own. So you still have some things you have to invest your time in. So don't make anybody make you feel like, because I'm your mentor, everything I say you have to do. And yes, too. So the fact that the colorful man is talking, I tell people something. See from what people are saying. There are things that are applicable to me that will not be applicable to everybody. There are life experiences I will share that may not be applicable to everybody. Everything they say you should just copy and paste. No, see what applies to your own life. So the fact that a colorful man is doing this, doing this, doing this, doing that, the fact that she can do that means I can do it. Or the fact that she's saying that I'm playing with my life, I'm not writing 10 books. No, think from what they are saying, pick the good lessons, pick the ones that apply to you, and the remaining one, throw it away if possible. It is not everything they are saying that you will do. And if everything they are saying applies to you, very, 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 very fine. But not every time. It's not every time that um anybody's telling you, do this, everything you are doing it, everything you are jumping. Do you get that kind of energy? So make sure that you yourself, you're not doing it because of anybody. You are doing it, you are pleasing yourself along the way, sha. Not like every time to you always please yourself, but just make sure that your mental health is fine, and you're not doing everything just because somebody is doing it. So I think I've tried to explain that part as much as I can. So thank you so much. So no more. Since we don't have any question, I think it's okay to call it a night so that we can all go to sleep and have a good night. Because some of us are going for classes, work, and all those. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I really really appreciate. Thank you for choosing to be a part of this. Thank you so much. Or on the group page, whichever one actually, I would make sure I answer. Might not be immediately now, but I would answer before um everything ends. So thank you for joining, guys. I love you guys so much. Have a good night's rest, and don't forget to tell others on the group page that it was a value for your time. It was a value for your time. And shake on. Thank you, thank you, thank you.